You're listening to the AFTERBUZZ TV network, now the largest new media platform on the web, and your #1 source for after-show entertainment.
Very good, Gene Johnson.
From the AFTERBUZZ Studios in Los Angeles, California, presented by Maria Menounos and streaming live thanks to Akamai Technologies, this is AFTERBUZZ TV's Saturday Night Live After Show. We'll break down tonight's episode and get you all the latest news and gossip. And now, another post-game wrap-up show for your favorite TV show. It's AFTERBUZZ TV's SNL After Show.
You always That's cool. Just dance over here, like the white girl. Welcome, guys, to Saturday Night Live, the finale of season 39.
Hey.
Danny and Keetin are just getting it on.
Hey.
Yep.
You know what? We haven't been able to get it on for many weeks.
It's been too long.
So it's time to get it on.
It's true. You guys should hug. Oh, hugs. Oh.
I don't know what's going on over
I don't know either. This
Sorry.
got really weird.
Guys, we're back.
Woo!
For the last time this season.
Sad face.
But you know what? It's not sad because this was a good way to go out, I think, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But let's, before we... What was that?
We're talking about it.
I thought Steven in the booth was playing some kind of like flute for us.
I was actually kind of confused as well.
He's playing Pharrell's flute.
That's how high pitched
I
my
didn't
voice
mean it
can
like
go.
that.
Was that really you, Keetin?
Yeah, that really was me.
Oh man,
I can't
you got a
get that
career
out.
in voiceover for like getting people the hell out of buildings with fires.
Only if she can say the brand's name right.
Oh, there it goes. There, that's the last audition story I tell you, fools.
That is definitely the last story you tell us.
Oh, sad face. Anyways, guys, this is season 39. I think it's episode 21, but it's probably episode 20. Who cares? It's a finale. I mean, who cares? I care. Anyways, I'm your host, Roya, who's talking. Roya Taheri. And of course...
No, you're not.
No. Of course, across the way is Keetin Marchi.
Hi, guys. I'm back. I'm so sorry. I've missed a few.
I always thought your last name was Marchi.
No,
for
it's
the long-
Marchi.
I know for the long.
It's
I know
Italian.
what it is now.
Marchi.
Marchi.
It's like not quite May, not quite April. It's kind of Marchy.
No, it's not
I like
Marchi.
that.
It's not March. It's Marchi.
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 The CH is a K
Well,
sound.
can you make us some freaking food for the finale next year?
Next year. Well, you want me to bust up my Italian food skills?
Yeah,
You
I
gotta
do.
ask me, man.
And of course, bothering her is Danny Hoyt.
Hi, I am Daniel Jacob Hoyt. I am 29 years old.
Oh, Jacob.
That's
That's
my
bar
middle
mitzvah
name.
boy?
What's your middle name?
I don't have one.
He enjoys
Really?
long walks
Yeah.
on the beach
I enjoy
and
long walks on the
getting
beach.
to know you.
I also enjoy.
Honestly, I really
I also
don't.
enjoy when the seat next to me on a plane is open because I got to do that this morning. I got to sleep and rest up so I could be energized and be here.
Yes,
Ah!
guys.
That's the best.
Well,
That's
let's
what I enjoy.
let's get right
Packing.
into the cold open. The best.
The best cold open
My
all
favorite.
season.
Do we all agree on this? Is my favorite cold open all
Yes,
season?
yes. I agree 100%.
Hilarious.
Roya, why was it your favorite cold open of the season?
Because it was funny, it was relatable, and it was the little audio over their video, which is viral now for Beyonce or Jay-Z and
Everywhere.
Salon. Yeah.
E, Gawker, Huffington Post, Huffington Post
Perez.
News, Huffington Post funny stories,
Exactly.
Perez.
And everybody doesn't like, or everybody hates spiders, so that's a perfect cover up.
Yeah.
There's a spider on you. Kick it, kick it.
Yeah.
Put that.
Everybody-
The spider's back.
I love you.
I love you, Solange.
Yeah.
Solange.
It was just great. Everything about it was short, it was sweet, it was to the point, and it reminded me of back in the day when they would make fun of Kobe Bryant and his wife when they had that issue, that opening sketch,
yeah.
and how it was funny, and it had Maya Rudolph in it too.
And you pulling out the Beyonce. We haven't seen a Beyonce
I
impersonator
love her.
since my
Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Bye.
Ba ba
Bye.
ba 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 ba. And then when she was saying discussing the topic of the hour, which was that video using lyrics from Beyonce
Oh,
songs,
so
Yep.
good.
just hilarious and just really well done. And that,
Spot on.
it gets me excited for her little sketch comedy show that she's got coming out.
I did not know that was happening until I
Yeah,
watched this.
obviously it was a little bit of a cross promotion, but I'm very okay with it because it's Maya Rudolph and she's beloved in my heart of hearts for SNL.
She can always
You
come back.
must not know about me.
You must not know about me. Yeah.
So yeah, so we can all agree then. A+, yeah?
A plus
A plus plus.
A++.
Are we the same human today? What is happening?
It was that hug.
It was
Oh, you guys, your
Connect
energy.
us.
Yeah.
It's like Avatar. Like
We locked our
we
ponytails?
Whoa.
Tails?
that.
What did you guys do over there?
Steven, how are you back there? Thanks for engineering the show, man.
Hi, Steven.
We appreciate
Yeah,
you.
no more ponytail locking.
Yeah. I'm a little scared over on this
It's a little
side.
intimate.
Can I just give a shout out to my boy Keenan playing the great bodyguard in that opening sketch?
Yes.
I'm sorry. He
Every
was
hand
so
movement.
funny.
Whoa.
And I.
Keenan was a
And
little
Sashir.
subtle this episode.
He was, but it was good.
It was good, Keenan. We
Yeah.
loved it.
It was
I
good
like that Keenan.
Can I just rave on Sashir for a second?
Good job.
I know she kind of came into the show out of like a weird circumstance, but I feel like she has like came in hot and hasn't slowed down. She's only gotten better for
Yeah.
me.
Yep.
I think she does great impressions. Her comfortability in live sketches. Next to, I would literally rank her in
Next to
probably
Kate McKinnon.
Next to Kate McKinnon.
Absolutely.
And I don't know who else is. I would say maybe 80 because 80's gotten even better this
Yeah.
season. But she was in the top 3 or 4. I would say out of the whole cast for comfortability in live sketches. She
Yeah.
kills it. So I gotta give a shout out. She was.
so good.
Yeah,
was
especially
great.
compared to Noelle, who, I mean, I know we don't see her that often, but when they
Who's
are.
Noelle? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, like you're right. Her performance is so much stronger than
Yeah.
other people. She stands out, and she was
Yeah.
third week in a row she's been in the opening monologue or the cold open.
2 out of the last 3. Well, she wasn't last week, was she?
She wasn't a part of the live from New York, but she was part of the Coachella thing.
So 2 out of the last 3, she's been part of the live from New York. I would say she's definitely coming back
Yes.
next season. Dun
I
dun
think
dun.
it's safe to say.
If she
Safe to say.
doesn't, I'm out. I'm out.
If she doesn't, she's gonna call up Lauren and be like, "Listen here, Donald Sterling."
Right?
Listen here. She needs to be in every sketch. That's not really how I talk.
That sounded like the
but that's
Bivol Gargi girls. She needs to be in every sketch.
Every sketch.
Every smatch. Sapa Shirma Nasanaba needs to be in every
I'm having
We'll
so
get to
much
that.
fun over here, guys. I
We
just
could
love
just
this.
put on
Like,
a show for you.
please, well, let's go on to the opening monologue then with Andy Samberg.
Let's do it.
Really?
Really?
Okay.
It was okay.
No, I gave it an A.
I felt like Andy seemed uncomfortable.
Did he?
He did seem uncomfortable.
Maybe only
picked
because he was
up
wearing a
once
suit.
once he got once Seth came on, it picked up
Why
and
are
it
you
was
yelling?
great. I can't hear myself. Ah.
Turn up number 4, guys.
Once I felt like Seth came on, he got a lot better. But I'm like really self-conscious now. But I felt at the beginning when he was out there by himself, he was kind of just like,
He was nervous. I guarantee he was nervous because it was the first time he was actually hosting, being the host, you know.
I know, but he doesn't have an excuse for being nervous. He
No.
did a bajillion
Excitement
of
nervous,
those.
but
Disagree.
excitement nervous.
I say Andy Samberg is one of those people that does not get nervous. I would venture to guess.
Then
you
it was
could
just
put him
bad.
Do you
in
think it was
any
cue cards?
scenario. No, I would blame it on anything. I don't think he looked nervous.
I thought
think
he looked
was
great. Yeah, I'm just trying to defend what.
And I loved what they did with the impressions. I thought it was funny.
Well, before we get to the impressions, Justin
Okay.
Timberlake, that little throw in, I love that because I honestly last week I want to say I predict Justin Timberlake will be on.
did.
But I did say that. I wanted it. I
Yeah.
didn't say it because I knew he was
Well, you told
touring
me
in Europe.
You told me in private. I get
Okay.
it. I get it. You
And
don't
then
want
they
the
showed the
world to know.
photo.
Okay.
Did
here's
you
what I was
hug
gonna
him
say.
too? Did she hug you too?
Did you hug him? Don't hug her. Hug me. You sound like Brian Regan, the comedian Brian Regan. That's
No.
what that reminded me of. Anyways,
I should just be a comedian.
I would venture to say that Justin Timberlake picture was real, and I really want to know if it was or not.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Justin Timberlake posted it on his Twitter and Facebook.
Oh, did he?
Too. Yeah,
How
it was.
did I
real.
miss that? I was busy this weekend. I just must have missed it. Sorry. I was really
Come
away
on,
from
keep
social-
up with pop culture.
I was really away from social media this weekend.
Okay, so the impressions that Andy does, I don't know if you guys know this, but back in 2005, when Bill Hader and
Yeah,
Andy first
and
came
yeah,
on, they
yeah,
were on
they
Weekend
were on
Update,
Weekend Update,
and they had a little,
impression off.
Are you repeating everything I say?
I actually did not know this.
Wow, guys,
They had an impression
I'm
off?
done. See ya. Enjoy your show. I'm out of here.
All right, guys, so I'll be hosting from the booth tonight. So Roy's out, but we can go ahead and talk
I
about
was
the
just
skit.
teasing. I was trying to see if I could follow along with you like Fred Armisen and Kate.
I know you
or
were
Kristen
throwing me
Wiig
off.
used
I felt
to
like you were stealing my words.
No, they,
my soul.
They had an impression off.
Yeah, so they had an impression off, but obviously, why you threw me off there? Bill had more impressions, like he was doing legit
yeah.
impressions.
He's so
And it
good.
was when Amy Poehler was on Weekend Update, but it was with Horatio Sands because Tina Fey was on pregnancy leave. So it was in 2005.
There's no pregnancy leave in SNL. You pop the baby out and bring the baby to
Maternity
set.
leave, whatever.
I'm just kidding.
But yeah, and then Andy would always try and be an impression of someone and be like, I'm Nicolas Cage. Hey, what's up? And that was all he had. He wouldn't even have a real impression. Like Bill Hader would actually go into it. So it was kind of cute that they tied that in with Bill Hader and Andy in their impression.
And again, I loved that. I loved when people came in. I loved Seth Meyers. I loved seeing Bill. I wanted a little Stefan reference so badly. And I thought we were going to get Stefan at Weekend Update. I was just like waiting for Stefan to roll out.
It would have stolen the thunder. I think. Because he just did it in December when he said goodbye to Seth. I think it would have stolen the thunder.
But Martin Short.
Why did Martin Short come?
It was so random, and I felt like Bill didn't know he was coming out there because Bill's reaction was like, "What?"
Well, and did you hear what Andy said? He said, "My childhood hero."
Yes. And it's also a promotion for Martin Short's new show where he's in with Nassim.
Mulroney?
Yes.
Which got greenlit by Fox.
Yep.
Yeah, so Nassim probably won't be back next year.
No, she won't.
And Lauren Michaels is the executive producer on that show. So, hey, why not do a little plug-in?
Yeah.
Why not?
Yeah.
Throw in Martin Short.
And Martin Short's
He's
great.
No, Martin Short is great. One of all-time favorite Martin Short movie, I have to say real quick. If you guys have not seen it, people need to see this. Clifford. Have you seen it?
I feel
The
like
Big
I
Red Dog?
have.
Clifford, where he's the problem child. He's an adult, but he
Yes,
plays a
I have
child.
seen that. That is hilarious.
My favorite Martin Short movie of all time. I would go rent it tomorrow. Can I even rent movies anymore? I would Netflix it. How do you do this?
I don't know.
You can rent on Amazon.
I would do that
How do you
tomorrow
do
and watch it with you. It's my favorite Martin Short movie. So this guy, he is one of my favorites.
He's phenomenal.
He's a fantastic impressionist as well.
Yes.
But I would say Bill Hader is one of the best that's ever come through SNL. So it's fun to see that.
I want
would
Bill
say
Hader
Jimmy
to
Fallon.
host next season.
No, Jimmy Fallon's a good impressionist. Jimmy's up there.
Jimmy's up there.
But Bill's like more of like, I would say he's a classic impressionist. You give him somebody, he's like a Frank Caliendo of impressions. He nails them. It's not just like down to the voice and the, whatever. Guys, I realize you're not listening to me, and I'm just trying to.
Who's the host for this week?
Andy Samberg.
There we go. No, I'm just kidding. No, but yeah, you're right. Bill
Roya
Hader is
Taheri.
great. Yes. One day. Just kidding. So let's move. What did you guys give the opening monologue?
A plus.
A plus. I give it an A.
B.
Oh gosh.
I want to say this. Can we all say what our favorite impression was? Because my favorite Andy Samberg impression was Zooey Deschanel.
Yes, mine too. That was the one that got me. I was like, I'm in.
I choked
Beetlejuice.
on my, really? Mm-hmm. I choked
That was
on
a really good one.
strawberry. I thought it was the Zooey Deschanel guy. I did not see that coming. That was fantastic. And then when he did, what was the one he failed and then he did Seth Meyers' impression of him right after? I didn't
write that one.
Keanu Reeves, and he's like, false, you did that one. And
That's
then,
right, he did it
and
in
he
a
was like,
sketch.
my impression of Seth Meyers. False, you did that one. And he's like, ding, ding, ding.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was great having Seth Meyers pop up too,
And-
even though he didn't have to walk that far, probably.
Right, and you could tell he just came from
Yes.
filming. He had like the double unbutton. And, yeah.
Like, yeah, I'll do it. Why not? Why not?
Classic late night. Camp Wicki Wabi?
Can I say something about this? This was also several favorites about this episode. This was also my favorite first sketch for them to come out of the opening monologue with all season. I loved Camp Wicki Wabi.
I did not.
Here's why: because I think it's better than the Girlfriends Talk Show.
Yeah.
Same similar setup. They can bring in any guests they want. I also think Kyle Mooney was all over this episode.
Yep.
We'll talk about this later, but I think he solidified that he is definitely coming back next season
As a 6-year-old, yeah.
because he does a lot of.
He
His face
was
all over
funny.
this.
He was funny in
He
that
was very
one.
funny, and
And Kate.
I like this better than Girlfriend's Talk Show. I really enjoyed this.
Well, Kate and Adie have a great chemistry.
Their chemistry is
from
unmatched.
The Dyke and Fats cop show.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa.
The sketch, yeah. I wrote that down. I
was
should
that-
rephrase that properly.
Was that another episode that Keaton missed?
No, I saw that one. I was there for that
Were
one.
you-
But I
were
was
you?
I was saying she's throwing these
just
words around. And I was like, whoa.
You guys remember that's cop sketch?
Yes,
Dyke
I
and
do.
Chicago. Okay, cool, perfect. Because they had great chemistry in that, so maybe this would be a perfect way
Yeah.
for in the next season to bring it back. But I agree, I loved it.
I think Kate McKinnon is, I mean, again, I just love her. And she gets so into every freaking character. They have her play so many different characters every single freaking night that they have her do this.
She had her frickin' lip up.
And
her
it's
frickin'
she
teeth like
she
that.
is so into it, and she just commits so much. I appreciate that, and I wish there were more male cast members like her.
For those of you that can't see, I have my lip up and I'm basically on Keaton's face right now.
I love how she was eating the icy, the little.
They actually were eating like the whole thing. Like,
80 wasn't really, but Kate was.
Kate
know.
Yeah, she was getting into it, and then she would have her line. She's like,
Quick question, Roy. What's your favorite color icy? Everybody
Pink.
has a favorite
Red.
color. Icy pop. Mine's
Pink.
purple. Steven, what's your favorite color? Icy pop.
Oh man, purple.
Yeah, gotta get that purple drink. Frozen purple drink.
Purple drink.
Drink.
We've been drinking.
Even purple drink.
Watermelon. Surfboard.
Oh yeah, I have two things we need to say. One from our family, surfboard.
Board.
I love that.
So,
Wicki Wabi.
okay, there was one line that Andy said in the sketch that I was drinking water at the time. And he goes, last week we found a condom in our bunk, and all 10 of us tried it on. I was drinking, I almost spat the water out on my laptop because I did not expect that to come out of his mouth.
They went dark. They went dark.
It didn't fit any of
I
us.
put my thing through the. I went to the tennis court and put my thing through the net.
Yeah.
What's your thing? She's like, I have no. What did she say? I have no.
She's like, what is your thing?
I put my butt on a tree. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. He's so cool. Like, I just loved it.
You're making me love this sketch more. Now I want to go
Steven!
back and watch it again.
Hold on. Can we all pause? Steven, what did I say before we went live? I said
I said
will make
this
them
sketch.
love this. I will make them love this episode.
You did say that.
Thank you. Just wanted to. I hope the camera was on Keetin now because her shirt just came unbuttoned on the live.
And the ratings went up, everybody.
Guys, rate us 5 stars. Please on Instagram.
Boobs.
Not even on Instagram, on iTunes. Where's my head?
It's obvious.
All right, what grade did you guys give Wicki Wabi? Woo.
I gave it a B+.
B plus, A plus over here.
A+ for you?
Yeah, I was commenting on yours. B plus.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, A plus over here.
B minus.
What did you originally give it?
C plus.
Wow. Someone has no sense of humor.
What, can I ask what you can I ask what you did not like about it? Just so I can understand.
I don't know, like I think it's the overall feel, because like the way I grade, like, yes, I thought Kate was amazing. 80 was okay, not as good as Kate. Andy just didn't impress me. Like his character coming in. I wish it was almost just 80 and Kate and Kyle, like in the background, because every time Kyle said something, I laughed. So I don't know. It's something about it just didn't click with me.
Okay.
But you guys made me see a little bit of the light, and I brought up my grade a little
I
bit. So
saw the sign.
that
And it opened up my eyes.
I saw the sign.
All right, when will the bass drop?
I love this. Oh my gosh. Okay. Have you guys ever been in a situation,
God.
Steven, this includes you too, you're at like a club or you're somewhere, there's a DJ and you're just waiting, you're like, yeah, and you just kind of like, you're waiting to drop that certain dance move and the bass drops, you're like, blah, like whatever it is. No? Have you ever been in this real life situation? I thought this was so funny to me because it's the real life, like, when will the bass drop? And my favorite part about this, because you guys know that I DJ a little bit, the fact that like you really don't have
Don't lie.
to
Don't put words in my mouth. I don't know that.
You didn't know that?
No, I don't.
No, I was gonna say. Because I've missed shows for gigs. Anyways, because the fact that people talk about that DJs don't do a lot up there, they just press buttons and are doing basically
So
nothing.
you guys are like professional teases.
Basically, that's like
I
they
should be a
played
DJ.
that up so well. Even when they walked in and gave him like the bags of money, like DJs make so much money. And he looked like, I think it was intentionally to look like David Guetta. I think that's what he's supposed to look like, or Calvin Harris. It could have looked like either, I guess. But they make so much money. I just thought it was really well done.
What I liked about it, it had pretty much everybody
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I liked.
except for Cecily. I rewatched it. She is not in the sketch.
Really?
She's probably filming one of her car commercials.
Who was the one that said he's the king? Was that Vanessa?
It was either Vanessa, Nassim,
He's
or
the
it was Noelle.
He's the king. Oh, Noelle. That's where I saw Noelle.
Because Noelle
okay.
had dark hair.
I knew we didn't see her a lot in this episode.
Yeah. I enjoyed it, but here's the thing. There's a web exclusive video online of another like digital short type thing that Andy's in. It's called Testicools.
Testicles.
Yeah. And I thought that was a lot better than this one.
I was really pissed. Well, because when this one started and like ended, I was like, wait, really? That is the digital short for this episode? That was a waste of a digital short with Andy Samberg. Like, what the heck?
I mean, really? Because I thought it would get turned up to death and their heads blow up. Like, that was funny. No? Steven, premise of this digital short
You
like
can't.
this.
You
can't
can't
know.
reach out the booth.
He is in an enclosed glass case right now. You
Dying in a glass case,
In a glass
of
case
emotion.
of emotion.
Milk was a bad choice.
You can pull me in. I'm sitting in a booth listening to you guys talk about lovely things.
He's trying to get you on his side, and he's cheating.
I'm
because-
already on Danny's side.
I
man.
know,
This
that's
is
why
some.
it's
This is some
'Cause they both
sexist
have
boys versus
Y
girls action here.
chromosomes.
You know what? Maybe someone on YouTube will comment below and be on
Say
your
it, it
side.
didn't
But
sound like it.
Guys on
What did you
YouTube
guys-
and on iTunes and people that are listening around the globe, let us know what you thought of this digital short. I actually really enjoyed it. I want to know if you guys liked it or not. Not whether you're not agree with me. It's not about sides. We just want to know whether you liked it or not.
it was
Those-
enjoyable. I just didn't think
didn't
it was the
laugh?
best digital. I giggled.
I'm not rating it against like dick in a box and things like this. I'm
Well,
just
I
saying it
am.
was
When I
funny.
see digital short, that's what I expect it to be the Lonely Island or the Island Boys,
You know
whatever.
what? This is a life lesson, right? If you set high expectations for people,
It's been a
they're
while.
gonna fail you.
You know what?
Just love them for who they are.
They shouldn't
Let them
fail me.
bring you there.
Life lessons.
Okay, so I give it a B plus.
Danny Hoyt.
I give it a B plus still.
lessons, Danny
Hoyt.
You give it a B plus?
I give it a B plus.
Wow, for not liking it, that's a good
no,
grade
I
from
didn't
you.
hate it. It was okay.
Se.
Se,
Se.
se,
C for chalice.
Se.
I gave it an A minus. It's still it's an A for me.
Wow, you've given a lot of A's.
You are
Jeez.
just, you're like the gold star giver today.
Yeah.
What has
Here,
happened?
here, take my crown. You can have it now.
coming from me.
Confident hunchback.
No.
Stupid.
Yeah,
Why?
waste of time.
Why would you? And it was
Waste of
so
time.
long too. Why?
Really? It was actually
Why?
it was actually
Only
short.
why?
Only thing I liked was that the women were the main people that were talking in the whole thing, but
It was actually short, and it was clever.
No, it
was
was
that
not. It was
clever?
not clever. It was stupid.
Steven, premise of this sketch goes like this.
Oh, I saw it. It was amazing.
Thank you. Oh
No,
my
you're
gosh.
lying, Steven. I know when the lie is in your voice, and the lie was in your voice.
How do you know any lies in my voice, Keetin?
I know lies in your voice.
I
know.
for preface, I do lie to Keetin a lot.
I just really like this, and I like when she rubbed his hump, and he said, "Oh, we can't do this. We don't want to ruin our friendship." Guys, I just thought it was really good. I gave it an A minus.
The only thing I liked about it that they were in period costumes.
Like he came in on a rope.
an A minus?
Yes.
What has happened to you?
Did you? Hold on. Answer me. True or false? You laughed. Out loud.
No.
No,
Not once.
I was kind of like.
Now
I
when he
mean,
came
I
over
might
to-
have did a pity laugh. Like,
yeah, I did a pity laugh. Yeah, because I felt bad that I wasn't laughing.
Back to my typing. I'm gonna Google.
Whatever.
I gave it a C.
Okay.
They just, I mean, okay, only thing that made me giggle was hunchback with swagger. That's the only line, but it wasn't even said by any of them.
Yeah.
It was in the opening, the thingamajig. Okay.
C minus.
I'll let you bring me down to a B plus, only because, and I agree with some of the reviews of it that it didn't have one extra element to take it to.
Yeah.
Like it just kind of stayed even
It
keel.
could have.
I'll give you that. I'll take it to B minus for only that. But I
Okay.
thought it was weird, and that's why.
Yo, bump that up.
Yo, bump that up.
So let's jump into St. Vincent.
St. Vincent, digital witness.
Okay, Keetin, I know who she is. You ready for this? She is Angelica's doll, Cynthia from Rugrats.
Yes.
Ouch.
Right?
I'm sorry.
That
It's
is who
okay.
she is. And her.
With gray hair.
Yeah, but still, it's like her now because Rugrats is over, you know. And then her sidekick was a mix between Buttercup from
Buttered stuff.
Buttercup
Buttercup.
from Powderpuff Girls. I can't even say it.
Butternuts.
Powderpuff Girls and Mr. Chow.
Butternut squatch.
That's
Wow,
what she
you
was.
really went into this.
like-
I asked you to watch this, and you really
I
watched
really
it
watched
and
it,
analyzed
and
it.
I was freaking out the entire time because they were like slowly walking.
It was weird,
Forward,
and the hand
and then
things were
back.
like the song. I was like, when are the song? I wanted the bass. I literally wanted the bass to drop. I was like waiting for the song to like pick up, and it
See?
just didn't the entire time.
That's what I was trying to say.
And
you
I also-
have been in a real life situation waiting for the bass to drop, so that's.
But it
very
makes me
parallel.
angry.
Makes you angry? You don't sit there and go, "He's the king. He's the best."
Only if it was you, Danny.
And I did create an equation for who she was before I figured out who she really was, the Rugrats doll. It's Madonna plus Lady Gaga divided by Gwen Stefani solo when she left to the
You
Lenny
smell
Kravitz
good.
squared.
You're not even gonna acknowledge that we're over here embracing.
No, I'm used to it. I just want you to listen to my equation.
I
smell
see,
really
I
good.
see it. Yeah. You
Hey,
do
wait!
smell good.
Actually, you know whose cologne this is?
Testicles.
It's Justin Timberlake.
Oh.
That's what Justin Timberlake smells like? Then sign me up.
It's Givenchy.
Givenchy?
Givenchy.
Well, Danny smells like Givenchy.
Givenchy.
So what did you guys rate this performance?
Givenchy. A B minus.
Givenchy.
Givenchy.
Givenchy. I didn't give it a grade.
B minus.
Because I was busy creating equations.
Oh,
And
I
who
have to
she
grade her.
is.
I just was really weirded out.
Yeah.
And she never dropped the bass, and I was angry.
I just picked up the album last week, and I enjoy it.
Positive side, set design was cool.
Set design was cool.
She's gorgeous.
Here's what it is. Lighting is fun. They do
I think she's
lighting
really
well.
pretty.
She's Angelica. This is a doll, Cynthia.
She has like a really stunning face.
They do the
and I like
lighting
her
well.
dresses. The dresses she wore, like cool style.
They do the lighting well.
That's cool.
I'm gonna be positive.
Okay,
I really
cool.
like the way they did the lighting.
See, I might be able to get into her music. We'll see.
I
I'll look
just
into
really like the way they did the lighting. Could somebody know
Weekend update.
I need a hug.
All right, weekend update. Cecily starts off.
I like to yell.
in and I don't know what's going on over there, but apparently Steven saw
That
it.
took me
though.
a second.
It took me a second.
You're a screamer?
Oh, Keetin.
Oh, Keaton.
She can be a little loud.
Keaton, you're just letting everyone know.
this just got awkward. Let's move on to Weekend Update, guys.
So the first guest appearance is Bruce Chanling,
Yes.
who was the first appearance in the first episode of this season, Kyle Mooney,
Here's why Kyle Mooney will be back next season.
because they brought him back at the very end to replay that character.
They brought him back. They started and finished. He gets 4 minutes every episode. Him and Beck. Beck is a guaranteed lock. Well, I know we'll get into this in a little bit. But I love this character. I think it's hilarious. I think the way it turns to dark at the end.
Yeah.
It gives him a place to interact with the host. With the Weekend Update host.
Yeah.
Cecily, I think you could do it with Colin and be just as funny.
When we first saw this in the very first episode, and
Yeah.
you and me talked about it,
Yeah.
I did not like his character.
Yeah.
I didn't like it,
I didn't either.
but I liked this one's.
Did you?
I liked how they brought it back, only because it did get dark. Mm-hmm. One of the lines was my favorite was, "Grim Reaper is knocking on the door, and I'm tempted,
I'm
to
tempted to
answer." Yeah, like
So good.
that was super dark, and I liked it. So I gave that a B.
I think I'm ugly and I'm only going to get uglier. And then just blank stare face. I loved it.
And then
That's
he
a
went back
deep
to his normal
thoughts.
thing.
Deep thoughts again.
From Bruce Chanling.
What? And then would you guys give Bruce Chanling?
Oh,
We have to grade Bruce
I
Channing.
If you
grade
can
it.
right now, just
A
right
minus.
now. A minus.
A minus.
Okay.
A minus.
Keaton.
Yell it. A minus.
A minus.
She's not yelling anymore.
I'm gonna whisper.
And then before we move into the last guest appearance, the prom night joke was one of my favorite jokes in the news stories.
Oh, that was funny.
And when she turned to the camera, she's like, "Sorry, buddy."
Yeah.
I really enjoyed that.
Yes.
And I felt the empathy from her.
I did.
I loved that. That was a good one.
All right. Get in the cage.
I love this. And you know what? The audience gave it away a split second too fast. Like they screamed. But
I love when the audience says that because it reminds you that it's live.
That's true. That's a great
Yeah.
point. I was so excited for him to do something. I didn't really think. I don't know why I didn't think it's not that I didn't think he would do this. I just didn't know what he would do. But this is one of my favorite things he does.
He looks
Why am I not in that movie?
he looks nothing like Nicolas Cage,
No,
which
but
is
his-
the funniest
but his
thing. But he
voice
looks
is
so he just looks so weird. And yes, his voice is spot on.
Yeah.
But he looks nothing like Nicolas Cage. So
does
that's
the-
what I'm laughing at the whole time.
Yeah.
But he does the brow crease well. I mean, I know the receding hairline or whatever, but he does the brow
Yeah.
crease really well.
I loved when before they had Nicolas Cage actually come on with him
That
to
was
get in
the
the
best.
cage.
That was
yeah.
the best one
that was
ever.
good.
I love Nicolas Cage.
Yeah.
My dog is somewhat named after him.
Loves you too, kid.
What's your dog's name?
Well, her name is Ella Cageus Bear.
So how does that have anything to do with Nicolas Cage?
Her middle name is Cageus, which is
The female of Cage? Got it.
Ella Cage Bear. It sounds weird. So Cageus is the closest thing I would allow my roommate to impart on my dog's name. Cageus.
Well,
Leave
yeah.
Cageus alone. It's a great name.
Okay.
I really liked how Nicolas Cage attacked Colin. He's
Yeah.
like, Seth, my old friend. He's just like,
That's twice that's happened now,
Yes.
Colin. I don't feel like it'll happen again, but I feel like they had to
Right.
give him a couple ribbings.
Until
who was
the
the other,
new
who was the
season.
other one that did it? The other guest that
oh,
came back
Paul
and said,
Paul Rudd was the one that came in, and
the other Weekend Update guest, was it Drunk Uncle? Yeah, Drunk Uncle
oh
called
yeah,
him Seth.
yeah.
Like Seth.
Yeah.
Seth.
And then I loved the line Nicolas Cage said to Paul,
Wait, I think we have the same one.
"Don't sass me, Coolest."
No, the one where he
Oh.
goes,
Move your phone.
He goes, a thick, downy layer of coarse body hair, impermeable to
Yep.
bullets like a barbed wire
that
electric fence
I-
wrapped around a deranged water bison.
That I was like, yep, there's that visual. Thank you.
I like to clueless. All right, well let's move on.
Don't
I saw
sass
you
me,
naked
please.
in your backyard and had to take a 3-day shower. That's high praise. And next,
So-
I'm gonna teabag the Magna Carta. Come on, all those are so good.
They're
They were
good.
great. They were great.
A+ on.
I feel like I've heard them before.
I loved
Solid A
this
on
weekend
Weekend
update.
Yes.
I would say an A.
I gave it 2.
I gave it a B+.
Boo! Why? You said you loved Nicolas Cage and you loved
I
Bruce
didn't say I
Dowling,
loved. I said I liked.
but and you even liked.
Fine, A-.
Steven, chuck that down for convincing both of them to move a grade
Rewind.
up.
I changed what I want to
Okay,
say. A-.
the next is my favorite sketch, almost ever.
Least
It
favorite of
was
the night.
Least?
I freaking loved it.
This is what I was predicting. This is what I wanted last week was this sketch.
Waking up with Kim Ye?
No, this is
vocal
vocal
check.
checks.
Oh,
The vocal
vocal
check,
checks.
yeah.
Yes, no, vocal check. Okay.
I was
sorry.
gonna say
I skipped
we're
ahead.
about to-
One of my favorite sketches from this season.
Oh, absolutely.
It was I loved all the cameos. It was so pushed over the top. It was like they were all, I feel like at the beginning, like they're just like, we all just need to have makeout wars. Like, who's going to have the best makeout in this? And they all just committed. And I feel like if one person has the flu or mono, they're all screwed. Thank God the season's over because they would all be sick next week.
Ironically, the only time anyone broke character was when Bill Hader was teasing Fred Armisen and he broke character.
Yeah.
It wasn't when anyone was kissing. It wasn't when
Yeah.
Kristen
No.
Wiig bit his lip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't any of that.
Not even. Well, there was a little. It seemed like break when they were blowing air into each
Yeah,
other.
when they're blowing air into
Yeah, a
each
little
other.
bit.
Which I made my boyfriend watch that because sometimes like I'll just like blow air in his face or in his mouth when he
I
tries
bet
to
he- I
kiss me
bet
and he
he
hates
hates
it.
that.
He hates it. And I was like, look, they did it on SNL.
Yeah,
He does hate
this
it.
was fantastic. It's gone viral. I think it will continue to. And honestly, I think it was better than the cold open one that like with Jay-Z and
No, I think it was just. That's a
No.
completely different.
It's a
beast.
completely different beat. Yeah, I would agree with you. But they're both on the same level.
There's still
I
greatness.
disagree.
It's so
level of greatness.
funny.
I disagree. I
and like
because of the
everybody was
cameos.
in it and everybody made out. Everybody licked each other's faces. Why was Paul Rudd there?
Why not?
Like
No,
was
I
there
was-
any like
I did
purpose
try
that
to look to see if he had any tie with anybody, like any movies coming out or anything, but no. I didn't
He
see
was
anything.
trying to find the bass so he could slap it to BS.
slap it a bit. Do you know what I realized? That
Or maybe
Paul
he could
Rudd
drop the bass.
Paul
Drop it
Rudd
to
seems like a
BS.
really
Oh.
little dude with a really big head.
Yeah, sure.
If you had to compare, I would say Colin, and it has an even bigger head and an even smaller dude.
What? Smaller
Well,
dude?
you don't usually see Colin stand up. We saw Paul like walking around and stuff, and he's just a really little.
I
dude
heard
with
Danny
big head.
say, and he has a smaller dude.
No, he is a
Have
smaller
you seen
dude.
his dude?
I saw when he put his dude through the tennis net on the
Yeah.
tennis court.
So what I liked also, besides the whole making out between everyone and then everyone having fun in this sketch,
Yeah.
was the fact that they pulled something relevant now to it, the Rams
Yes.
drafting their, and then made it into
And
the story.
here's why I like this better than the cold open, because the Jay-Z and Solange thing is more of just like a pop culture, whatever. It's never going to be like a real issue. This is a real issue they tackled and made light of it in a really fun way.
But they not only made light of it, but they made a statement about it.
Well, yeah, statement, that's true. They made a
Like, and
statement.
that's what I love when SNL does that. It's not that they're just like, hey, let's all like
They made a
laugh about
statement in
things.
a
It was
fun way.
like, no, like it's stupid that you people are freaking out about
Yep.
like these two guys who love each other like
Yeah.
kissing on TV. Like, like get a reality check.
Yeah.
Come on.
I love the way they did it.
It was so good.
Kate McKinnon as the grandma was amazing.
Did you
And then-
notice? Oh, did you guys notice this? When she first came in as the grandma, she did the wrong act. She did like a Russian accent. She did her Russian
Yeah.
accent
Did
from
she?
Weekend Update.
She did do a
And
Russian
then she
accent.
changed it when she came back the second
Yeah.
time.
Is that
Wait.
why she ran off screen?
Well, no, she kind of like rolled out like laughing.
Yeah,
like
and then
after
Paul
she
Rudd
like
kinda,
kissed
like,
her,
pushed
she
her
kind of
off.
like rolled out. Like
Yeah, I didn't know if anybody else
I
noticed
didn't
that.
catch it. I'm gonna rewatch it and see that. But yeah, I Kristen Wiig, Fred Armisen, Paul Rudd, and Maya Rudolph coming in as the nurse. It was just perfect all around.
And Bill Hader.
Yeah, Bill
oh,
Hader.
Bill Hader.
By the way, they're all looking really good. Like
They all
tan
do really
and
look
healthy
good.
and happy. I don't know. It was great.
Looking fit.
Yeah, even Andy Samberg was looking really good in this episode. I don't usually think he's that attractive or anything, but he looks good.
I have to say this because since we're talking about kissing, do you remember last week on the episode I said watch Tuesday night because something funny, really funny is going to happen on Seth Meyers' show? Mm-hmm. Have you guys ever seen? Do you guys see what happened?
No.
So, Will Forte went on and did a sketch that he submitted to the table when Seth Meyers was the head writer for SNL.
Oh my God, this was so weird.
It was! Yes, thank you. Okay, so Seth Meyers has this thing on a show where it's called Second Chance Theater, where people can come in from SNL when he had his days as the head writer, and they can resubmit and redo a sketch that never aired on SNL. It's called Second Chance Theater, so he'll fly out a former person like Will Forte.
Yeah.
And this is what I told you. I teased it because I knew it was going to happen. It was Will and Jason Sudeikis, and Will's sketch that he wrote, it was his baby called Benjamin Franklin, where he's a girl dressed as Benjamin Franklin and goes on a date with Jason Sudeikis, and they end up kissing. So it was like the theme of the week. Go on and watch it. If you guys didn't get a chance to see it, go watch it. It was so weird and crazy, but also featured
On Seth Meyers' show?
on Seth Meyers' show.
I'm gonna start watching all of those.
I know. It's perfect.
That's great. That's
Second
cute.
Chance Theater.
There's a really just to plug something else in Jimmy Fallon's show. If you watch his like karaoke or lip syncing contests, are freaking hilarious.
They're the best.
He has like competitions against the stars he has on, and the songs that some of these stars know just will blow your mind, and they commit, and they're great kind of videos to look up online if you're looking those up too.
Who was the one that just did it?
Very studious, hearty laugh.
Thank you.
Inventive, pretty heavy drinker.
It kind of reminds me of the lawyer
And
thing.
just your type in the rack department.
Flat as a board?
Flat as a board.
Take a picture of me.
Uh-oh, Houston, we have liftoff.
Only when it comes out.
There she comes. Oh, over here, Jen.
His freaking voice just gets me.
Just wait for it. It's so weird.
Well, hello there, Tina. Hello there, Jeff. And you must be gravy.
Oh my god, I'm so uncomfortable.
Charged.
And should I sit?
No, actually, before you do, will you do a real quick 360 so I can check out that butt?
Really? A 360? How about a 720?
Yeah.
Such a tease.
Steven, that was perfect.
Don't want that copyright hitting
Right.
us.
That's awesome.
Perfect, yeah. So,
Gotta check that out.
anyways, that's the theme of the week. Let's just do sketches with people kissing each other.
And with a lot of cameos.
Yes.
Lots of cameos. Waking up with Kim Ye.
I like that they added Andy to this. For me, it was okay. I'm just kind of over it. Like, I'm not really.
What about Taryn's version of Bruce Jenner?
Taryn, that helped also. I'm just over, like, Kim and Kanye aren't, I know they're getting married,
Yeah.
but, like, they haven't really been in the news. You haven't really seen much about them. I'm just not really, like,
I think
don't
they were
care
letting
right now.
Nassim kind of
Exactly.
have her, because I don't think she's going to be back next
Yeah, maybe
season.
that's
so I
it.
think
That- 'cause that
that's
is-
like her biggest character, which is kind of sad.
That and Heshi
Yeah.
are her two biggest. Yeah, and she did Heshi last
Oh,
week,
and
so there
then
you go.
the girl from the school. That's another one.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
drawing a blank.
which she did like 4 weeks ago.
Yeah, when it was good with
Yeah,
Seth,
man,
Seth
let me do
Rogen.
those drugs.
Yeah. Okay, so let's just. I mean,
I gave it a C+. I mean, Taryn was great and Andy was funny. I like that they brought in
C.
Andy.
I gave it a B because I love Nassim's one-liners that she has for Kim. Like, baby, when you go to Italy, what do they usually tell you?
Leave. She's like, she's the next Vera Wang.
Yeah.
Wang. Yeah, there's a
See,
couple little things
I'm a
like
little
that.
childish. All right, Lonely Island digital shorts,
Yes.
hugs.
If you guys missed it, we played it at the top of the show. I loved this.
Maya Rudolph as Oprah and randomly.
Yes, and they closed out the sketch with her saying, "Put Pure X." What did they say at the end? She's
Pure
like,
X.
Pure X.
You get
Pure
the Pure X. Sorry, I backed away from the mic because I was screaming. I really, really liked this. I love Lonely Island. I love them. I have all of their CDs on my iPod. It wasn't the best Lonely Island.
Oh yeah, I
Exactly.
agree,
Out
but it's
there.
still very funny, and especially to not have any this season.
Yeah.
Or no, we have one with JT.
For Lonely Island?
Yeah, did Andy come in? Did they do one? I can't remember. But to have this one, yeah, you can't really compare it to the other ones. But it was funny. It was great. They pulled in Pharrell and Myra. Like, come on, that was
Yeah.
great. And the premise of it for me.
Hugs instead of happy.
No, the premise is funny because sometimes you give several people hugs in a situation, and some people look at it weird. I thought it was funny.
I've never had that issue. Are there
love
girls
the-
that crazy that
Yeah.
think that hugs me more than a hug?
No, but hugs are
I know
definitely
guys that have like
like
been
a
like,
next
"Oh my
step.
God,
Look how much we've been hugging.
I I'm a hugger though. Like I hug everybody. Like when I see people and when I meet people, I will read the room. Even if I've never met them before, I will usually be like, I'm a hugger and hug because I'm Southern. Like that's what we do.
I don't like people like that.
You need to be touched more.
I've never met you before. I don't mind hugs at all. Trust me, I love giving hugs. But when somebody walks up and you meet them for the first time and you're not sure about them, if there's if right away you have a vibe and they hug, cool.
I feel out the vibe.
Maybe after the conversation, like we've talked for 2 minutes. Oh, it's good to see you. Great to meet you. Sure, come on in for a hug. But like when you first meet me, like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm a hugger. I literally haven't even shook your hand yet.
I will read the room. I won't. You know, if it's somebody like you, I will read that he is in anger. He doesn't like to be touched. So I'll be like, you know what? I don't even know if I'll just wave. I'll just wave. I don't even want to touch you.
Hey.
T-Rex wave.
Hi.
Okay, so I take it you guys gave it an A.
I gave it a...
Yeah, A- for me.
A-.
Yeah, same. Okay, so now the next sketch.
Yes.
And now Legolas from The Hobbit tries to order at Taco Bell.
Was this cross-promotion or was this just random? Because I want it to be random and it makes it funnier for me.
I think it was random.
Yeah.
Then I loved
Which
it.
I loved it. I loved the button at the end of white people are crazy.
Yeah.
I thought Andy's voice sounded identical to Orlando Bloom's. I literally could have closed my I'm so sorry. I literally could have closed my eyes and I would have thought I was watching a The Hobbit or something.
Yeah, Bobby as Gimli was amazing too.
Looked just like him.
Exactly. That's
Hello?
Anyways, okay, but here's the thing. This sketch reminded me, I don't know if you guys remember Deep Thoughts by Jack Handy.
Oh my God.
Do you?
Yes.
You do, right?
Hell
so,
yeah.
You know how it's very short and kind of just random? And this is what it reminded me of, and I liked it because they had one-liners in it.
Okay.
That's why I enjoyed it. Because I was even thinking, because they had a bunch of an episode where they had a bunch of those sketches together, and Deep Thoughts was on one of them. I was like, oh, I miss those kind of sketches. Those were funny. You didn't really need that much cast
Short,
in it.
sweet,
Exactly.
spot on, button at the end.
Exactly, and the writing's what was
Anything
important.
that takes place in a Taco Bell, I am all for. I want to get some Taco Bell that's going on after this. I'm gonna go get some Taco Bell.
She's all for anything taking place in a Taco Bell. Quote that.
And Danny needs to be touched more.
Don't quote that.
So what'd you guys rate it?
A.
Yeah, this is A-.
I gave it a B. B+. B+.
Super
Two Chains?
Two Chains.
Super Hit Studios.
Stupid.
No, I
love this.
Here's my thing.
Well, hold on. What'd you rate it? Tell me from the top.
From the top?
Yep.
I would say C-.
Okay.
Okay. Here's the thing. I was blown away by 2 Chainz. He did a great job.
He did do a good job.
Actor.
He was totally into it.
Yeah.
And it made the sketch even stronger.
Yep.
But my thing is, Blizzard Man, I wanted Justin Timberlake to come in.
I thought it was gonna happen. I really, when he was in the studio, they kind of had a small angle on the camera, and I was like, they're gonna widen this angle. JT's gonna be. I know he's overseas doing his tour, but I really thought that was gonna happen.
They're gonna like hologram him in.
Yeah.
Or Skype.
Holograms are all the rage. Did you guys see the video of Michael Jackson hologram last night at the
No.
Billboard Music Awards?
Oh, don't spoiler! I haven't watched him yet.
My friend is freaking out because she's the dancer right next to his chair when he caresses her head.
Really?
Yeah, so all the pictures of her, she's like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening.
Oh, so cool. Check it out. It's unreal.
So back to the sketch,
I really thought JT was going to be there. I wasn't bummed that he wasn't, but I thought it would have been even cooler if he was.
My thing is, out of all of his rap that Andy plays, his rap characters, I wanted Shy Ronnie to come back.
Tell me, I'm not wrong
Shy.
here. That
Shy
outfit
Ron.
is the same outfit from the Dick in the Box.
Yeah, that's a Dick in the Box
okay.
guy.
Yeah.
Okay. That's why I was like, oh my God, for sure. JT's going to be there.
And Mother Lovers.
And Mother Lovers, yeah.
So without 2 Chainz, though, I agree. I think the sketch would have been really lame. But because 2 Chainz was just great
Isn't
in
that
it.
sad, though, that 2 Chainz carried an SNL sketch?
Is it sad or is it
Not carried
amazing?
it, added an element. I think it's amazing. Because you know that Taryn or anybody, but we see that every week. Part of what SNL is bringing in people to add elements.
Okay.
I just like when he said, I wear a shirt in bed because I've got Eggo waffle nips. That was my favorite line. I don't know if you guys really listened to what he said, but he said some funny stuff. I give it a solid B.
Me too. All right, so let's move to the last.
What'd you grade it
I
again?
said C-.
So you're up to B?
I'll go to C.
You're up to C? Okay.
C because of 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
St. Vincent Song 2, Birth in Reverse.
So finally, we get the sketch we've been asking for, Danny. The porn stars.
No, you skipped St. Vincent Second Son. Birth in Reverse.
We covered it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Fine. The sketch we've been asking for.
Cute dress.
Yeah.
Big ol' Gary.
Big ol' Gary, watch it.
What's the thing that counts in reverse? Cowgirl.
Cowgirl. Yeah.
No, the other thing.
I did not. Okay, I will always appreciate. I get a good chuckle out of this sketch usually, but I did not like the Tweedledee and Tweedledong. I thought they did not work.
I'm exactly the opposite, and I'll tell you this. I could watch an entire sketch with Kristen Wiig and Andy Samberg as the same exact character with missing arms, play the whole scenario. We got ripped apart during an orgy or gangbang or whatever they said they had. I thought they were hilarious. And I put them in any sketch. I want to watch those two. I liked Andy Samberg's accent. I thought it was very funny.
This one wasn't as strong as all the other ones that we've had for the porn star ones.
Yeah,
for the one-liners
agreed.
and all that stuff.
But I did like them.
The line that I liked from Kristen Wiig was, "I'm the one that looks like the Lorax."
Yeah, it's because she did look like the Lorax. That was the best line.
And my favorite line from the girls was when, I believe it was Vanessa that said she got banged in a garden and she has, like, what she say? She has allergies, but good thing I take Claritin for birth control. I laughed
didn't catch that one.
Literally laughed out loud.
That one was funny.
So real quick before we move on, this sketch was actually brought into the first episode of the season as well. Just a little
And who
fun.
was the guest?
It was Tina Fey.
Dang straight it was.
Yep. So we started with the cast member. We're
bookend.
ending with the cast member. Or former cast members, I should say. All right, guys. Overall grading. What'd you give this one?
A-.
Me too. Oh my gosh, Danny.
Yeah, A-. I think Andy Samberg did great. I think he'll be back and host again.
B-.
Okay. That's
Sorry. I'm sorry. I've just got to be honest, guys.
Well, I thought it
yell
was
in the
great
mic one more time.
that everyone had fun on this. Like, you could see everyone was having fun on this last episode, and it was great just to see that. And before this is kind of predictions. We gotta do this really fast. I got a bunch of questions for you guys, so let's go into predictions.
Okay.
And now, your
Dramatic
AfterBuzz
pause.
TV predictions.
And just a heads up, the Mulaney show is being picked up on Fox. Will be in the fall. It's got Nassim in it. It's got Martin Short, Elliot Gould, and Zach Perlman in it. And it's basically kind of like Seinfeld-ish, like where there's a little random segment of him doing stand-up, and then back to reality with his roommates. So, anyways, okay, these are my questions for you guys. You ready for this?
Yes.
I want really quick answers for you. All right.
Okay.
Out of Garfield, Theron, and Samberg, how would you rate the last three? Who would be top?
Samberg.
So say that again. Garfield who?
Samberg,
Theron,
Garfield, and then Theron.
And Samberg.
Samberg first.
Uh-huh.
Garfield second, because he was fantastic.
Yeah.
He was just on a bad sports day. Theron third.
Okay.
Of
Keaton?
the last three.
I'm gonna agree with you.
Okay.
Yeah, I kind of think they're all the same level in a way. Only because Theron's kitty cat one was great. All right, moving on to the next question, guys. Who do you think will leave? There are 17 cast members total.
Noel Wells, Asim Pedrad, we already know, is pretty much locked to leave. And Mike O'Brien, I think. Brooke Whelan comes back.
I think we might lose Brooke Whelan.
I'm sorry, no, John Milheiser leaves. Mike O'Brien stays.
Mike O'Brien's definitely staying.
Yeah, I switched those up. And also, people were wrong. They said John wasn't in this episode.
Wait,
he was. He had a
I have a
cameo
diff-
during When Will the Bass Drop.
I want.
Yeah, he stabbed himself.
You said what? Garfield, Samberg.
No, Samberg, Garfield.
No. Garfield, Samberg.
The music was distracting
I'm
you.
sorry. Yeah, I was like, I got really like.
First question. All right, next question is.
I'm sure it's gonna pop up again.
Where's my papers? All right, cool. Last question. All right, who do you think is going to be the 800th episode host? Sorry, my headphones are super loud right now. And let me, wait, real quick, I'm going to give you a little background. For the 100th episode, there was no host. It was just 3 musical guests. For 200th, it was Tom Hanks. 300th, Alec Baldwin. 400, Ellie McParthin. 500, Julia Stiles. 600, Antonio Banderas. 700, Tina Fey. So you can see it kind of goes downhill. It doesn't seem like they really care for their monument episodes.
800, I'm going to call it Jimmy Fallon.
Beyonce.
Beyonce?
You think it's going to be Beyonce?
No, I think it's.
I think it's going to be Steve Martin.
I hope it's Steve Martin. That's a great
guess.
one.
I think I said that one last week, too.
What movies are coming out?
Conan. I want Conan.
I don't know. Conan, he's a rebel. He's a
What
rebel.
if, like,
but that'll be
Jay Leno
good.
came and hosted?
Jay Leno? No. Please, God, no. It probably will happen, though.
He's just gonna. I would say Jimmy Fallon is
What if
a
they did
really,
like a
really
duo
great
like
guest.
Jimmy Seth thing? They did like a Jimmy Seth thing.
Ah, I would like
Because
it.
Lauren produces it.
Double
Double
a host. Hey, or maybe Steve Martin and Alec Baldwin will host together. They hosted the Oscars together. Maybe
Beautiful.
that will
That'd
happen.
make beautiful. Maybe Martin Short would come and host because
guys-
he's show.
Maybe. Well,
Did you guys know this had the lowest ratings of any season finale in a long time?
well, no, the whole season's kind of had really low ratings, so
4.0.
what's surprise? Real quick, I watched the first episode of our after show.
Yeah.
You and me bashed Jay Farrell. Do you think Jay Farrell has improved this entire season?
He's improved. He's gotten better for me. I like when they gave him at least two, maybe 3 chances to write his own sketches this season, and he did better.
Do you think he improved? I know you weren't part of the conversation.
I
but-
love Jay Farrell.
Okay,
but yeah,
perfect. And then
he
we
did.
also thought Beck Bennett couldn't do much more without his AT&T commercials. Do you think we are wrong?
We are
Way
wrong.
wrong. Beck and
Way
Kyle-
wrong. He does a baby.
Beck and Kyle are the best 2 out of the new 6 newcomers.
We also bashed Mike O'Brien the first episode, or at least I did, because I didn't think he was going to do much. I am so
Take it
wrong.
back.
I
He's
am
gotten
taking
better,
it back.
especially at writing.
Yes, and I think he's going to stick around. Sashir is a for sure.
Shashir has been the best new
Kyle is going to be there. I think Noel and
John are gone.
John, yes. Or they're going to be moved to
I
writing.
think Brooks stays. Brooks is a
Brooks.
writer. He's staying. He's not going anywhere.
I think Brooks might leave.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining us this season.
That was it? That's the whole season?
The whole
That's it.
season.
That's it?
We'll be back in the fall, guys.
Yes, we will.
And Keaton's beating me up as usual. But guys, where can we find you in the meantime while we're waiting for the season 40?
You guys can find me on Twitter and Instagram at KeetinM33.
Hey guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Danny Hoyt. DANNYHOYT. I just
You're
made
like
that up.
Tigger.
DANNYHOYT, Danny Hoyt. I love you guys. Thank you. This was awesome.
And guys, you can find me on Twitter and Instagram at HeyRoya. That's HeyRoya. And I'm around here randomly at AfterBuzz. So catch us all. We're on random after shows.
We are.
Look out for us. Google us. You will see us.
Steven, thank you for engineering.
Thank you, Steven. I'm going to break something.
And thank you guys for watching and listening.
Most of all, thank you guys. You guys rule. So.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you next season.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.
Thank you for watching AfterBuzz TV on YouTube. For more of your favorite after shows and interviews, subscribe to our channel here, and be sure to share your opinion on the episode in the comment section below here. We'd love to see what you guys are buzzing about. Thanks again. Buzz you later.